Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, we're going to talk about how to manifest your special person, a new person, maybe an old love back to you. And it all starts with this one tip. And I want you to take this with you. This is a big, big tip. If somebody is not choosing you, if they're ghosting you, if they're lying to you, if they keep putting off hanging out with you, you need to cut that off. You need to know that that is not love. That is not the universe looking out for you and telling you to hold on for that person, that they're going to come back around. They might, but they better come back around a completely different human and giving you what you deserve. So you have to cut off first anybody who is not valuing you, your time, your energy, your human form. If they're just not appreciating everything that's so freaking amazing about you, and they're not asking to hang out with you and wanting to track you down and be like, hey, can we go to dinner? Can we go to lunch? If somebody's not eager to spend time with you, you need to ask yourself, why am I attracting this type of person? So when we're manifesting a special person, we first have to look at what our vibration is currently attracting. Are we attracting people that are abandoning us? Are we attracting people that are neglecting us? And then once we become aware of that, then we can manipulate our energy and fix whatever is inside of us that's calling this toxicity into our lives. And a lot of times it's our childhood. We're attracting what we're used to. And if we're used to a parent that has abandoned us, or somebody who we have to earn their love, and we constantly feel like we need to do things for this person and put ourselves out there and make this big effort and buy gifts and stuff, that's not love. That is just what you're used to and what you grew up with. And you might be replaying this scenario, this pattern out in your adult world. So before we can manifest somebody back into our life or a new person, we first have to check in with our vibration. How are we feeling? Do we love ourselves? Are we loving our jobs? Are we feeling purposeful in our lives? Because when we align to that energy, then it's like we become a magnet for all people that are like us. So I really want you to think about your special person and why you want them back if they've ghosted you, or maybe somebody from your past. Is it a story that you have created that you think the relationship will be the way your mind is telling you it will be? You have this idea, I think they'll be this way, so I'm going to paint that picture and say that they're an amazing person. They might not be that way. I've dated many people in the past, and in the past 5 years, who they either showed me who they were. They showed me a different version of themselves in the beginning. It was like that love bombing. They would buy me gifts. They would show up at my door. They would be really sweet. And then all of a sudden they would just stop. And it's like, oh, they didn't even know why they were doing it. And it's not really who they are. Now, let me get this straight real fast. Some people, especially men, when girls, if you're on their mind and you're just someone they desire, you're taking up space in their head. So of course they're going to think to buy you things and to do things for you because it's new. And you're somebody that they cannot get out of their mind. So their mind is immediately going to go to, how can I make this person smile? How can I make them happy? If they're a narcissist, they're thinking, how can I get in your pants? And what you can notice too, there's some really great men out there that will admit that they're not super thoughtful. But in the beginning of a partnership, they are, and they don't know why they are, but it's something that they can't keep up with. So like say 3 or 4 months in, they're not still buying you the gifts. It's because you aren't so heavy on their thoughts. They're kind of like settled in now. They're back to their work-life balance, and they think they know that you're there, so they don't need to be thinking about you 24/7. So they're not as thoughtful. Okay. So don't hold grudges against your partners if they were very, very good in the beginning, and then they kind of like died off a little bit in like 3 or 4 months. It's just natural. As humans, we get really excited. We want to impress. We want to do these things. But in 3 or 4 months, if the love is still there and you don't need those gifts or that extra attention, but you still just look at them and you're like, I just love you. And I just want to keep staring at you because you're just so cute. And I can't wait to hear what you're going to say next. then you know you've got something to explore. But you have to be careful for love bombing. There's some people that love bomb just to get you, and then they drop you, and then they ghost you. And it's like a chase for them. It's like they just want to see if they can get you, and then they leave you. And you can just look back and be like, man, you're acting out some childhood patterns, and I'm going to witness that and feel so sorry for you, because they're going to keep doing that for the rest of their lives. So if you're witnessing that, you can kind of see it and see it as a red flag and be like, ooh, I dodged a bullet there. I don't have to worry about that. So the man or woman that you want to entertain is somebody that is doing thoughtful things in the beginning. Their love is still consistent in the middle. They might not be doing as much as they were doing before, but it's still consistent. They're still showing up when they say they're going to show up. And I'm telling you all this because this is what you want to manifest. This is the list that you want to make before calling in that special person. So you want them to be consistent. You want the love to feel calm, to feel peaceful, to feel relaxed, to feel playful, to feel fun, to feel inviting and warm. I just did a post on my Patreon, and I talked about all the things that love isn't. Love is not controlling. Love is not restrictive. And people will give off a certain frequency. When you're standing next to this person that you might want to date, you're going to sense an energy from them. And narcissists tend to never apologize. They tend to only want things their way. They'll always tell you that you're doing something wrong. They'll never take ownership for anything. So those are the red flags you need to look for with that. But also, love isn't controlling. It's not restrictive. It is not telling you need to be a certain way or look a certain way. Love is not manipulative. It's a good way. It's kind of like being shrunk. Like if you feel like you're with somebody and you feel like you can't be as fun and bubbly and cute as you always are, and you just feel like you have to kind of like dim your light a little bit, that is not love. You need to see these red flags. And I'm sharing this again because I don't want you to call in this energy. Some people want to manifest their special person, or they want to call somebody back into their life. But if that person was making you feel small, and you just are so enamored with the way they look and maybe their status or something, no, you do not want to be with somebody that makes you feel small. You deserve somebody that cheers you on, that wants you to win, that doesn't diminish your goals, that finds ways to help you achieve your goals. They'll go out of their way to maybe get something done for you. Say you want to get like t-shirts made for your company or something. They'll go find a company that will print it for you. Love will go the extra mile. And if you're with people that are not going the extra mile, that's another red flag. So in this video, you just learned what love isn't, you learned what love is, and now we need to make a list so that we can call in the highest love partner for you. Love that feels good, it's encouraging, it's unconditional, it's not asking you to be someone that you're not, it's allowing, it's accepting. So write down this list. And then once you place your DoorDash order with the universe, it's going to get to work and it's going to go find somebody that mimics that list. And this is the biggest piece that I want you to take from this video. A lot of people get stuck on their special person, somebody who they've created the story around that they think is their soulmate, they think is their twin flame. And they're like, I don't want anybody else because this person just lights me up. And I just know it when I look in their eyes. But the universe can totally duplicate that person, because if that person is that certain way, but they're making you feel small, they're trying to control you, they don't want you hanging out with your friends, you can ask the universe for somebody like obviously not like that, but maybe all the good features that you like in them. You can ask the universe for somebody better, and they can look like them, but they can have all the attributes that you didn't like about that person. They could have the opposite in this new person. So don't think that your special person is the only person out there. The universe can duplicate. It can make things better. It can bring you better people. You are not stuck with one person. There's not only one person for you, because we all have free will. Say you are in the belief system where there's one person for everybody. Well, what if that one person has an addiction to alcohol or drugs and they are flying off the handle and they're not healthy for you? Then what do? There's nothing you can do about it, right? You can't jump in their body and help them stop using. So, you detach with love, you get them the help they need. If they don't accept it, you move on. And do you think you're just going to be single for the rest of your life? No, God has somebody else for you. You have a choice. I was just watching an Instagram video the other day, and it was a psychologist. He was posting about marriage and divorce. And he was saying, 50 years, right? Say you're about to get married to somebody and you're going to be together for 50 years. That is 18,000 days. So you're about to commit to spending 18,000 days with this person. You get to choose this person, right? And he was talking about how if this person has these little quirks and these little things that drive you nuts right now, can you handle 18,000 days of that? Something as simple as the way somebody bites their fork when they eat, or maybe the way their shoes smell. I don't know, whatever is driving you nuts. Are you willing to commit to sign a paper to say, I want this for 18,000 days? And I want somebody who's not really going to listen to me when I talk. And I want somebody who's not going to cuddle with me, and when I really love to cuddle. You have a choice. Do not settle. Do not commit to somebody that you don't want to spend 18,000 days with. That you want to commit to somebody who you know that they might have little quirks and stuff, but even right now to this day, it makes them who they are. And it's not as jarring, as annoying as it would be if it was somebody else you didn't truly, truly love. You guys know the difference of what I'm talking about. You can have two people in front of you and they both might be biting that fork, but because you love somebody unconditionally, they can do anything and it doesn't bother you. That's unconditional love. But some people get it mixed up and they let their vision get clouded and they choose this other person who everything drives them nuts about this person, but they're still choosing to be with them because society says they should be together or they shouldn't get divorced or whatever it is. But you're now committing to 18,000 days of being in complete misery, watching, smelling, listening, doing whatever with this person. So you have a choice. So you get to call in your special person, call in the best love for yourself. Do not settle. I believe that we all come from a tree, right? We're this star tree. Imagine all the leaves are stars and I'm off of one branch and maybe I have 10 tiny branches off of my branch and they all have little stars, right? Well, that means that I might be one branch and there might be 9 other ones on my extended branch. That means there might be 9 men out there that I'm going to connect with. I'm going to look in their eyes. I'm going to feel drawn to them. I'm going to feel connected. And if we are both aligned and we are choosing to be with each other, then it will work. But if one person doesn't want to do the work and they don't want to align, then I'm going to have to leave that branch behind and call in another one. And God will always have another branch for you. So please do not restrict yourself to one branch, to one star. There are many more, okay? Even with rejection, if somebody's rejecting you, it's a redirection to another one, okay? So if you can adopt this vision that there's more than one person out there for you, you're going to live a lot more free because you're not going to grip and hold on and waste years of your life thinking about somebody else when they're not even thinking about you. You're not a priority to them. So don't manifest them back. Like I said in the beginning of this video, do not entertain somebody that's ghosting you and putting you off and not giving you the time of day. You are worth more. I'm sending you so much love. And I hope you feel that in my words. You are worth somebody who's knocking down your door and they cannot wait to hear what you have to say next. They can't wait to touch you. They can't wait to kiss you. And if somebody is not doing that, you are not giving them the time of day. You're not going to fix them. You're not going to convince them to love you. That is wasted energy. You are a queen or a king and you deserve better. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and let me know if you like this video and if you want me to do more manifesting love videos, because I love talking about what is healthy love, what is not healthy love. I think everybody needs to learn this because we did not learn it in school growing up. And we certainly, most of us didn't experience it in our homes. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.